it's our 444th show.
It is?
Yes.
Whoa,
I don't.
444?
Yes. I didn't
Now
want.
wait a minute, that's crazy. Those 3 4s?
Yeah.
I've never heard of such a number. They didn't teach me that one in school.
I knew it would trip you out. That's why I didn't say anything
Yeah,
until
they
now.
got me up to 3 or 4, and then they said that's enough. Or maybe I said that's enough. I really don't remember. Somebody said that's enough. Maybe quite a few people.
That's enough is a phrase I'm sure you've heard many times through your life.
Yeah, it's funny now that you mention it. How'd you know that?
Well,
Or
I think
there, or
said it too. Now, that's enough.
well,
In the land of Egypt far away, where the oriental moonbeams play, once a lover sang a serenade to beautiful Egyptian maid. She came along, her hand eschewing, he vaguely swore by stars above, in pleading tone, with ardent wooing, he sang to her this tender song of love. The moon is shining brightly on the Nile. Sweetheart, won't you linger for a while? I will be true, dear. I love but you, dear. Give me what one sweet smile, fair one. Listen to my tender serenade. Be my loving sunshine, orange shade. Queen of the starlight, queen of the moonlight, my sweet Egyptian maid. Now the maiden's heart was beating fast, but she doubted that his love would last. So she told him if he'd wait a year, she'd be his if he still held her dear. The year has gone, fond memories thronging down by the Nile. She stood alone, her heart forlorn grew filled with longing. He suddenly she heard in loving tone, the moon is shining brightly through the Nile. Sweetheart, won't you linger for a while? I will be true, dear. I love but you, dear. Give me but one sweet smile, fair one. Listen to my tender serenade. Be my loving sunshine, orange shade. Queen of the starlight, queen of the moonlight, my sweet Egyptian maid. The sun is shining bright upon the Nile. Sweetheart, won't you linger for a while? Queen of the starlight, queen of the moonlight, give me but one sweet smile, fair one. Listen to my tender serenade. Be my loving sunshine, orange shade. Queen of the starlight,
Maybe you should switch guitars for the next one.
Maybe.
That one's a little out of tune, and I wanna. Try this one on for size.
What if you start every sentence with maybe? What if you qualified everything with maybe? It's the ultimate qualifier.
I see. Hi, Judy in St. Louis. We'll do that.
Maybe.
No, we'll do it. We have a bunch of requests. I just saw a request from John Coles for the Dance of the Pirates, and that I'm going to do right now. The Dance of the Pirates.
Dance of the Pirates.
He's walking all over the neck. Oh, they call that the plank when you play Dance of the Pirates.
I went out with a girl last night, hoped she would be mine. But when I found everything out, it was a waste of time. 'Cause it ain't no good, oh, it ain't no good. Met that girl and she looked mighty fine, but when I find out she's the sorriest kind, it ain't no good, oh, it ain't no good. Ain't no way to make it fit my size. Buy her shoes and clothes, paid the house rent too. When I looked at her over, I saw she would not do. 'Cause it ain't no good. but it ain't no good. Oh, it ain't no good. Ain't no way to make it fit my size. It ain't no good. Oh, it ain't no good. Used to collect it at the courthouse square, but now you can't get it most any old where, 'cause it ain't no good. Oh, it ain't no good. Ain't no way to make it fit my size. It ain't no good. Oh, it ain't no good. Ain't no fee, but sure will sting. If you want to feel good, don't you bother that thing, 'cause it ain't no good. Oh, it ain't no good. Ain't no way to make it fit your size. Ain't no good. Oh, it ain't no good. Use it in summer, use it all fall. Now tongue got sore, can't use it at all, 'cause it ain't no good. Oh, it ain't no good. Ain't no way to make it fit your size. Oh, it ain't no good. Oh, it ain't no good. If you get a taste, it'll go to your head, but if you smell it, it like you dead, 'cause it ain't no good. Oh, it ain't no good. Ain't no way to make it fit my size. Every night when I go home, I knocked on the door. I could hear my landlady say, "You don't live here no more." Oh, it ain't no good. Oh, it ain't no good. When you go to her home, you better back out of there, leave that alone, 'cause it ain't no good. Oh, it ain't no good. Ain't no way to make it fit my size. Walked along the street one night with a bottle of corn. Here comes a flapper with a few clothes on, who wants to take me home. Oh, it ain't no good. Oh, it ain't no good. Made too big, slayed too wide, ain't no way to do it down to my size, 'cause it ain't no good. Oh, it ain't no good. Ain't no way to make it fit my size. Me and my girl had a falling out, this was all about. She ran around every night until she wore it out. It ain't no good, then it was no good. I went home with the girl last night, got up this morning and things wasn't right, 'cause it ain't no good. Nah, it ain't no good. Ain't no good, make it fit my size. It ain't no good. Oh, it ain't no good. Love that girl, but it's a fact. She ought to give me my money back, 'cause it ain't no good. Oh, it ain't no good. Ain't no way to make it fit my size.
We had a request for Among My Souvenirs, but actually
Oh yeah.
two different people requested Among My Souvenirs.
Thank you so,
So this
much
goes out to
for
both
requesting.
to both Jeff and Melinda. Among My Souvenirs. Among my souvenirs.
Among my souvenirs. Among my souvenirs. Snow globes. Snow globes. And what else would be there? Letter
It's funny,
openers.
for some reason I don't remember there being a line about snow globes in that song.
Letter openers.
No, I don't think so.
Commemorative plaques.
My dentist is going to give me some commemorative plaque.
Engraved decorative spoons.
I think there is something in there about
Cutlery.
What?
Cutlery.
What do you want?
Decorative cutlery.
Oh, sorry. That's one of my old nicknames, Cutlery. I thought you were talking.
Because you cut to the chase. Oh, what a day. So much to say. Telling pretty things about you. Sweetheart, I guess. Since you said yes, I've told it to everyone I knew. I feel so glad I had to shout it. I let the whole world know about it. I told the whippoorwill, told the daffodil just how pretty you smile. I told them all about you. I told each little bird every single word that you say is worthwhile. I told them all about you. I told the moon and every star that shines above how you roll your eyes and how you love. Each little honeybee says there's gonna be honeymoon for two. Yes, I told them all about you. Oh, what a day, so much to say, telling pretty things about you. Sweetheart, I guess, since you said yes, I've told it to everyone I knew. I felt so glad I had to shout it. I let the whole world know about it. I told the daffodil just how pretty you smile. I told them all about you. I told that little bird each little word that you say is worthwhile. I told them all about you. I told the moon and every star that shines above about the way you roll your eyes and how you love. Each little honeybee says there's gonna be a honeymoon for two. Yes, I told them all about you. Told the whippoorwill, told the daffodil, there's a pretty smile. I told them all about you. Deliver every single word that you say is worthwhile. I told them all about you. Told the moon and every star that shines above about the way you roll your eyes and how you love. Said there's gonna be honeymoon for two. Yes, I told them all about you.
I should, the very next thing I want to do is sing Oceana Roll, because we had a request for that come in, and I think that happened.
That's for Samuel Donna.
Yeah, this
I
goes
think
out to you.
Samuel, you might have requested Oceana Roll, and then we did it. And then you thanked us.
Well, you know what happened? We did it the night that the YouTube was all weird, and we didn't broadcast.
That's what happened. We did it the night YouTube was all
So we're going to do it
weird.
now anyway.
Actually, both Facebook and YouTube were all weird that night.
So here you go.
Because we're hexed.
So this is the story. Billy McCoy was a musical boy on the cruiser Alabama. He'd be there at that piano every morning, noon, and night. He would keep it up with all his might. Every night out on the ocean, he would get that raggy notion, start that syncopated motion lovingly. No one could sleep way out there on the deep when Billy cut loose out of key. Each fish and worm begins to twist and squirm. The ship starts in to dip and do the corkscrew turn. You'll see that smoke so black go from that old smokestack. It's floating right to heaven and it won't come back. Well, here and there you'll see a stool or a chair slipping round the cabin shouting, I don't care. The hammock starts a swinging and the bell begins to ringing. Well, they're sitting at that piano out on the Alabama playing the Oceana Roll. You'll see that smoke so black from that old smokestack. The hammock starts a swinging and the bells begin to ringing. England or Spain, it was always the same. He'd be there at that piano on the cruiser Alabama, like a fish out in the sea. When he'd rattle off that harmony, every time he'd start to play, and the folks began to sway, and they'd be praying for Billy not to stop. Well, sailors take care and sailors beware, for Bill will play on till you drop. Each fish and worm begins to twist and squirm. The ship starts in to dip and do the corkscrew turn. You'll see that smoke so black from that old smokestack. Here and there you'll see a stool or a chair slipping round the cabin shouting, I don't care. And then the hammock starts to swinging and the bell begins to ring. And well, they're sitting at that piano out on the Alabama playing that Oceana Roll. Shouting, I don't care, and then the hammock starts a swinging and the bell begins to ring. And while they're sitting at that piano out on the Alabama playing the Oceana Roll. There you go.
Oceana Roll. That's such a good song.
On a summer afternoon, where the honeysuckles bloom, when all nature seemed at rest, 'neath a little rustic bower, in the perfume of a flower, a maiden sat with one she loved the best. As they sang the songs of love, from the arbor just above came a bee which lit upon the vine. As they vowed they would be true beneath the skies of blue, the bee then seemed to answer them and say, you are my honeysuckle, I am the bee. I'd like to save the honey straight from those red lips you see. And darling, I love you dearly, dearly, and I want you to love me. You are my honeysuckle, I am the bee. his bride? She answered yes and sealed with a kiss. For her heart had yielded soon beneath that honeysuckle's bloom, and through life they wandered day by day. And he vowed just like the bee, I will build a home for thee. And the bee then seemed to answer them and say, you are my honeysuckle, I am the bee. I'd like to sip the honey straight from those red lips you see. And darling, I love you dearly, dearly, and I want you to love me. You are my honeysuckle, I am the bee. You are my honeysuckle, I am the bee. I'd like to sip the honey straight from those red lips you see. I love you dearly, dearly, and I want you to love me. You are my honeysuckle, I am the bee. You are my honeysuckle, I am the bee. I'd like to sip the honey straight from those red lips you see. I love you dearly, dearly, and want you to love me. You are my honeysuckle, I am the bee. Mhm.
Here's a little medley for you of two of your old favorites, of course. Pray for the lights to go out and Somebody's Done Me Wrong. Pray for the lights to go out, and somebody's done me wrong.
Is there a line about a canoe?
No. Should there be one?
Yeah.
You're thinking of another song.
You know the song I'm thinking of, don't you?
Yep.
I'm sure you do. You're
You're thinking of a song, I'm semi-smart, is that what you're going to say? Thanks.
That's semi-sentient is what it's going to say.
Oh, All right.
Just kidding. You're not semi-sentient.
Oh, a lot of people have been requesting doing the raccoon.
Ah, we should do that
Suzanne
one.
Fox and Barry Keffler.
Doing the raccoon. Let's see. Collegeman, knowledgeman. Do a dance called Raccoon. Let's do it tomorrow.
Okay.
We got it tomorrow. It's the craze nowadays, and it will get you soon. Buy a coat and try it. I bet you'll be alright. I'm just gonna recite it as a
Why don't we just
monologue.
play it then?
A dramatic piece. It's wow. Learn to do it right now somehow. Anyway, let's do it tomorrow. We'll do it tomorrow.
All right.
I'm not
We'll do it tomorrow.
quite equipped to do it today. But I would if I could. Here it is. The song that we're doing next is
Every time it rains, pennies from heaven. Don't you know each cloud contains pennies from heaven? You'll find your fortunes falling all over town. Be sure that your umbrella is upside down. Trade them for a package of sunshine and flowers. If you want the things you love, you must have showers. So when you hear it thunder, don't run under a tree. There'll be pennies from heaven for you and me. Every time it rains, pennies from heaven. Don't you know each cloud contains pennies from heaven? You'll find your fortunes falling all over town. Be sure that your umbrella is upside down. Trade them for a pocket full of sunshine and flowers. If you want the things you love, you must have showers. So next time you hear it thunder, don't run under a tree. There'll be pennies from heaven for you and me.
much bad all the day.
Why?
Because my Mariucci gone away. Now when I hear that a steamboat leaves, I waste much time when I grieve. The steamboat, she no go to Italy, she wait a while. For last night I found my Mariucci at Coney Isle. Now don't you tell nobody just what I tell you.
Okay.
What do you think my Mariucci do? Mariucci make the hoochie-macooch down at Coney Isle. She make me smile. She go like this, like that, like this. She make the dance and never move the feet. That's a funny style. Someone yelled like that. Hey Mary, look out, you're gonna break your back. When my Mariucci, she make the hoochie-macooch. Like that, like that, and like this. When my Mariucci, she made the hoochie-macooch. Mariucci, she make it a hit. I think that she take a fit. On the stage I jump quick, because that dance it make me sick. I say, Mariucci, you break my heart in one big place. Then somebody throwed a ripe tomato in my face. Mariucci, she said, you better make it a quick skidoo, or my Tony's gonna break you in two. Mariucci, make it the hoochie-macooch down at Coney Isle. She made me smile. When she go like that, like that, like this, well, she make it the dance and never move her the feet. That's a funny style. Someone yelled like that. Hey Mary, look out, you're gonna break your back. When my Mariucci, she make the hoochie-macooch. That's for Judy in St. Louis.
Thank you for watching, everybody. We love you very much. We'll do Doing the Raccoon tomorrow.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of other tunes we didn't get to tonight that we will get to tomorrow for our big 445th show.
Yeah.
Love you guys very much. Oh, hey, if you feel like tipping the band, I can't forget to say that we really appreciate the tips. In fact, we're living off them. And so have a wonderful night, and please come back.
Oh, you want to hear Bill from Showboat? How's that go? Do you know that, Craig?
I don't know it very well. I've heard it before. I don't know Showboat stuff as well as I should.
Darling Nelly. Oh, hey, Panamint. Thank you so much. I got your letter. That's so sweet of you.
I have a record somewhere of that tune, but I don't know it that well.